Roman Reigns to replace Sami Zayn. Cena still running strong post-MITB. Jey Uso spoils title match. NXT loses 2 top stars. Cody Rhodes return. Update: Finn Balor's losing streak grows. Dominik on Logan Paul. Nikki Bella return. WrestleBuzz is back with another wrestling news video. Today we have a lot to talk about, but before that, make sure to subscribe to WrestleBuzz for more wrestling news video. Let's get back to the news. Roman Reigns to replace Sami Zayn. Now let's talk about the tribal chief, because Roman Reigns might be getting ready to step back into the fire. But if he does, betrayal could be waiting. Reigns has been off WWE TV since the chaotic aftermath of WrestleMania 41, where he and CM Punk were blindsided by Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. The ambush was orchestrated by none other than Paul Heyman, the same man who turned his back on both of them just 2 nights earlier. Since then, Punk has teamed up with Sami Zayn and World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso to battle the Rollins-Breaker-Heyman alliance. But here's the problem. It's 3 babyfaces versus 2 heels. Something doesn't add up. Now imagine this twist. Sami Zayn gets mysteriously taken out backstage before Saturday night's main event. That leaves Punk without a partner and opens the door for Reigns' return. It's a perfect setup. The numbers are balanced. Reigns gets a massive pop. The crowd goes wild, but then what if it's all a setup? What if... Because, let's not forget, Jey Uso is now in the title picture, and Zayn still has unresolved issues with Roman Reigns. If the tribal chief returns, will it really be to help the good guys? Or could we see another betrayal, possibly by Zayn this time, aimed straight at Roman's heart? That kind of twist would send shockwaves through the WWE universe and completely reshape the power dynamic heading into SummerSlam season. Cena is still running strong post-MITB. The franchise isn't done yet. Following his major win at Backlash and a heated start to his farewell tour, WWE has officially confirmed the next move for the 17-time world champion John Cena. And yes, it's coming fast, right after Money in the Bank. John Cena's farewell run has been anything but quiet. After pulling off the unthinkable at WrestleMania 41, defeating Cody Rhodes and capturing the undisputed WWE Championship for a record-breaking 17th time, the champ made it clear he's going out on his own terms. That momentum carried into Backlash, where Cena faced one of his most iconic rivals, Randy Orton. The 2 WWE legends tore the house down in a classic main event, but once again, Cena stood tall. But what's next for the last real champion? At the Backlash post-show press conference, Cena gave fans a not-so-subtle preview. In a shocking moment, he put R-Truth through a table in front of the press, sending a loud message. That single move lit a fire of speculation. And now, the WWE Universe believes it's only a matter of time before Cena and Truth square off, possibly at Saturday night's main event on May 24th. Jey Uso spoils title match. Jey Uso might have just spoiled his next big title match, and he did it without even saying a word. Right now, Jey's all over WWE Raw. He's juggling 3 different stories at once, but the one grabbing attention is his current feud for the World Heavyweight Championship. He's got Logan Paul lined up for a match at Saturday night's main event, with a big stipulation attached. The winner goes on to face Gunther on June 9th's Raw. But here's the catch. Jey might have already given away the ending. On Instagram, he posted a story with a very specific caption. It simply read, "The damn sequel." Now, unless he's just trolling, which, let's be real, isn't really Jey's style, this pretty much tells us he expects to beat Logan Paul and get that rematch with Gunther. If that happens, and he does go on to face Gunther next month, the question is, can he hold on to that World Heavyweight title long enough to make it through? Or is Gunther waiting to take it all back? NXT loses 2 top stars. Roxanne Perez and Julia are officially out of WWE NXT. The 2 had been going back and forth between NXT and Monday Night Raw over the last month, mainly building tension with Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. They even teamed up recently in a high-profile tag match against the 2 dominant forces of the women's division. But after losing that match on Raw, it looks like their time in NXT is done. Neither Roxanne nor Julia appeared on the latest episode of NXT. And there's more. Backstage sources have noted that their lockers at the Performance Center have already been reassigned. That's a quiet but clear sign. Both have been moved up to the main roster full-time. This shift might also mark the beginning of a split between the 2. WWE teased some serious tension between them after their loss, which could mean their alliance might be short-lived on Raw. So now the big question is, what's next for Roxanne Perez and Julia as full-time Raw superstars? Cody Rhodes return update. Cody Rhodes might be back sooner than you think. After losing the undisputed WWE Championship to John Cena at WrestleMania 41, the American Nightmare has been off TV, at least in the ring. Fans have been waiting for some kind of update on when he's coming back, and now we finally have one. In a QA session with Sportskeeda WrestleBinge, WrestleVotes gave a clear hint about Cody's status for Money in the Bank. Here's what was said. "I do believe he's still scheduled to be a part of the Money in the Bank show. Don't know if he's wrestling. Don't know if that's when his return will happen, but as far as I know, he will be in Los Angeles for that PLE. So while it's still not confirmed if he'll be stepping into the ring at the event, the fact that he'll be there at all is huge. Even more interesting, Cody is still being advertised for this week's episode of WWE SmackDown. That could be the first major hint about what he's going to do at Money in the Bank, and whether we'll see him fight or just show up to make a statement. Finn Balor's losing streak grows. Finn Balor has finally spoken after yet another tough loss on WWE Raw. This week, he went one-on-one with AJ Styles in a match that had Judgment Day drama written all over it. Balor's stable tried to get involved, but none of it worked. AJ came out on top, thanks in part to a surprise distraction from Penta. That match pushed Balor into an ugly stat. He's now lost 18 of his last 20 televised singles matches. That's a brutal stretch for someone who once held the Universal Championship, but Balor isn't staying quiet or sulking. He posted on Instagram after the match with pictures from the bout and a simple caption, Finn versus AJ. He also used AJ Styles' entrance music in the post, which might be his way of tipping the cap to his opponent. So despite the record, Balor's still showing respect, still in the fight, and possibly still got something big on the horizon. But with this kind of losing streak, something has to change soon. Dominik on Logan Paul. Dominik Mysterio is riding high after capturing the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 41. It was a landmark win that shook the Las Vegas crowd, who, surprisingly, cheered for him. Yes, after years of being one of WWE's most hated heels, Dirty Dom is getting love from the crowd. But don't think he's turning babyface just yet. During a recent appearance on the Raw Talk podcast with Bradley Martin, Dominik touched on several topics, including his perspective on celebrity wrestlers like Bad Bunny and Logan Paul. And while he had praised for Logan's in-ring progression, he couldn't help but throw in a classic Dominik jab. Here's what he said. The fact that Logan has a ring at his house and is actually trying to get in there and get better every day, and not just talking the talk, but actually walking the walk. He had his first match with me, like the way that he was able to pick things up very naturally. He's not better than me, but he's very natural at it. That final line, he's not better than me, says it all. Dominik can give compliments, but only with a backhand. What makes this more intriguing is the history between the two. Logan Paul once said on his Impulsive podcast that he wanted to team with Dominik, claiming they'd be the most hated tag team in WWE history. It sounded like the perfect recipe for nuclear heat, but it never happened. And after Dom's latest comment, it might never happen. Nikki Bella return? It's been nearly 7 years since WWE hosted the all-women's pay-per-view Evolution back in 2018. That night saw legends, current stars, and rising names share the spotlight in a celebration of women's wrestling. And now, rumors are heating up for WWE Evolution 2 in 2025. According to respected wrestling journalist Bill Apter, a two-time Divas champion is expected to return for the event, and it's none other than Nikki Bella. In a recent WrestleVotes QA on Sportskeeda WrestleBinge, Apter stated, "She is returning, but I don't have a timetable on that." WrestleVotes added to the buzz by saying, "I'd be stunned if she wasn't a part of this Evolution show." Nikki Bella played a huge role in the original Evolution pay-per-view, headlining it in a main event clash against Ronda Rousey. A return in 2025 would be both fitting and symbolic, bringing her full circle in what could be her final WWE run. Although WWE hasn't officially announced Evolution 2025, the backstage rumblings suggest we're getting very close to confirmation. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and share the video and drop your thoughts and subscribe for more wrestling news, and WrestleBuzz will be back soon.